She snoring? You okay, princess? You okay? You okay, princess? You okay? Huh? You okay, princess? Yeah. She okay, princess? She's okay now. She's okay. So what happened is we came to the hospital out of concern because she was not having a bowel movement, guys. For 3 days, going on 4 days, we get back in the room. The nurse is taking her clothes off, and guess what? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Damion Crier, and I am back with another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed, and amazing day today. If you have not subscribed to the Crier Family, all you gotta do, turn that bell on so you subscribe to the channel and turn all your notifications on so every time I drop a video, you will get the notification. Speaking of notifications, a lot of people have been sending me messages letting me know that they've been getting notifications within seconds after a video is dropped, which means YouTube is finally stepping their game back up, man. So thank you for that, YouTube. We as content creators, we do appreciate that because we put the work in. Y'all tell us to have our people to turn the notifications on, and y'all haven't been notifying them. But lately, y'all have been giving people the notifications. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who recently followed, joined the Crier Family, refollowed me, and all that good stuff, man. I want to say I appreciate all of y'all guys, man. Females, kids, moms, dads, uncles, aunts, grandmothers, all of y'all who watch my videos, man. I really do appreciate it. So, oh man, I don't even know where to start, guys. So I'm gonna just jump right into this video. So 3 days ago, I got my kids, you know, and like normally when I get my kids, I'm just one of those people, I pay attention to everything. And one of the things that I noticed is that Iceland was not having a regular bowel movement. And so, like, I think Monday night until early Tuesday, I was paying really close attention because I'm like, she's eating good, she's eating the way that she's supposed to be eating, but she's not really using the restroom the way that she's supposed to use the restroom. And so it started really concerning me, and it really started making me nervous to where I was really starting to watch everything real close. So what's today? Wednesday. So today is Wednesday. This is Wednesday evening, and we just got back home from the ER. I had to take her to the ER. Me, Iceland, and Dion, all three of us, we went to the ER. And so, you know, you okay? What are you doing? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? What are you doing? Is you trying to get yourself up in there? Want your bottle? You trying to get your bottle, princess? Uh-oh, you reaching for it? Go ahead. So basically, all three of us, we got in the truck, and the first thing that happened was we went to Walmart. Because again, this all started Monday, and today is actually Wednesday. So I said, well, let's go to Walmart and see if we can speak to one of the pharmacists there at the pharmacy at Walmart and see if they can like recommend something that I can give her. Because now, like I said, I got them Monday. Today is Wednesday. Now from Monday through Wednesday, no bowel movement. And I can tell that something is wrong because like when she cries in the morning, it wasn't her regular cry like, hey, I'm woke, or hey, I'm hungry, or hey, feed me, or whatever the case is. It was one of those screams where she was shaking. And so I had to really just do some research and figure out what was going on. And so I found out that when she did that episode of shaking while screaming, to touch her stomach and see what's happening. So I ended up touching her stomach while she was going through the episode and realized that she was trying to squeeze. Her stomach was extremely hard while trying to squeeze. So I realized that she's trying to use the bathroom or use the restroom, but nothing would come out. So it was actually hurting her real bad where she couldn't actually tell me and say, hey dad, something's wrong with me. So I made my mind up today, and I did my little research. I contacted the mom to find out what things I need to do, any suggestions. She called the doctor. The doctor recommended that that I take her to the hospital, to an ER. And so Again, for 3 days, it was the same results. But yesterday, which was Tuesday, is when I started noticing her trying to squeeze extremely hard, push really, really hard, and it was all to no avail. And I can tell that it was really hurting her. Oh, look, you know I'm talking about you. You know Dad talking about you. You know Dad talking about you. You know I'm talking about you, huh? But it's not in a bad way, princess, okay? 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 And so basically, when I get to the ER, first of all, I parked at the hospital in the wrong freaking place. And so we had a nice little walk to the ER, but so thankful that I took her stroller, which has like a little visor on it. And Damion, which is taking a nap right now, he actually helped me push her stroller. But so when we get in the ER, I get checked in, give them the insurance information. And so we sat down for like 5 minutes, and they called us back in this room just to like her vitals, you know, just to check her vitals. So me and Damion, we pushed her on back in the little area where they want to do the vitals. They put the little bracelet on her little ankle and stuff, and they started asking me what was going on. And I explained to them, okay, well, she hasn't had a bowel movement since Monday, and here it is, Wednesday. So the lady, she was like, pretty much, she was really calm. She wasn't freaking out the way I was freaking out, because your boy was freaking out. I was concerned. And so I'm telling her what happened and what all I've given to her and things that I've tried, like I think it's called gripe water. I've tried that. I tried this other medicine to try to soften up her stool a little bit. It was all to no avail. And I explained to them that this is the 3rd day. So while the nurse is talking to me, she says, well, go ahead and take her out of her stroller. And so as I'm unstrapping her out of her stroller, now Damion is standing next to me the whole time. So I'm like, ugh, you done farted again. And so he started laughing because I thought he really farted because I'm smelling a stinky fart. And so to make a long story short, I take Iceland out, I lay her on the little baby hospital bed, and when I turn my back to check on Damion and see what he's doing, the nurse says, oh, sir, did you bring an extra diaper with you because she just used the restroom? I'm like, oh yeah. I turned around and boom, she uses the restroom. What I've been having a concern about for 3 days. So the thing is that she waited until we got to the hospital. That's like if you're feeling really sick, you hesitate and hesitate and hesitate to go to the hospital. And then when you finally go to the hospital, you're not sick anymore. So she did it. She did it. I was extremely happy that she did it. I hate that we had to get all the way to the hospital for her to do it, but she did it because I was concerned and worried. So after I get her all cleaned up, new diaper, baby powder, get her all back fresh again, after they get done with the vitals, they have us to go back out in the lobby, sit down so we can be seen by the actual physician to figure out what's going on. And so during the course of while we were in the lobby, we might have left the vitals area 20 minutes prior. And I'm sitting in the lobby and I'm holding Iceland and she started making this face like this. I said, oh, she's squeezing again. She's squeezing, and boom, she used the restroom again. That's the 2nd time in 20 minutes at the hospital. So now by this point, I'm sitting there thinking like, well, maybe we don't really have to be here at the hospital because she seems to be doing much better and she's using the restroom. And so I will say we were there for like a good 40 minutes. So I would say like 15 minutes later, for the 3rd time that we were at the hospital, she ended up going again. So by that time, I had made my mind up to go ahead and just, get her changed and cleaned up and go ahead and just head on home. And I'm glad that I did, because when we got home, she did it a 4th time. And so now I do feel a lot better. So it was a scare for me because being that she's so small and she's so young, I was really concerned because like I had to take my son Damion to the hospital a couple years back when he had tested positive for COVID. And I had panicked and I had freaked out because I'm like, oh my God, my baby he's sick. And I know how crazy the COVID was back then, and I know what it was doing to people. Speaking of COVID, guys, be careful. I'm hearing some stories about that it's starting to make a small little comeback, so be careful. So now I am extremely happy. So I know, like, doing a video like this, some people might be like, ugh, that's nasty, but I feel like, you know, you can really educate somebody, because today I got educated and I realized, like, with the gripe water that she had, and the Miralax, I might be pronouncing it wrong. Miralax is something that starts with an M that's supposed to help with constipation. But I do know, like, the gripe water that I gave her late yesterday, sometimes that stuff, some things like on us older people, some of that stuff, it works instantly. Like if I were to eat ice cream or drink milk, I would probably be using the restroom within 20 or 30 minutes after consuming that. But when it comes to little small babies like Iceland and kids that's like smaller than her, infants, sometimes it takes a little bit time for that medicine to actually kick in. But I guess the whole story is this right here. I probably should have stayed to see the doctor, and they probably would have, you know, prescribed her some medicine and stuff. But I feel like that it wasn't really a need for me to go ahead and stay there. You know, the whole problem wasn't me sitting in the ER, and because I'll do, like, no matter how long, if I gotta sit there for days for one of my kids, I'm gonna sit to make sure that they leave. But I went there out of concern for one reason and one reason only. It wasn't due to her being sick or anything. It was just a concern that I had about her being constipated. And we all know that the dangers of being constipated. With me being a grown 54-year-old man, if maybe like a week or so went by, and I know I eat every day, so if a week or so went by, or maybe even 3 or 4 days go by, and I noticed that I'm not using the restroom the way that I'm supposed to, I'm gonna be concerned. So imagine if your 9-month-old is not using the restroom correctly. That's gonna raise a huge concern. So I'm not gonna say that I overreacted. I feel like that I reacted the way that I should have reacted, because, you know, you never know. And the last thing I needed was it to go on day number 4 and still the same results. Because the screams that she made, it was nothing like her regular cries. Like, you know, when a baby cries, you know that they're crying because they're, you know, like I said earlier in the video, you know when the baby's crying because they're letting you know, hey, I'm woke, or they're crying because I'm hungry, or they want their binky, they pacifier, or they want to be picked up. But when they scream in a certain way, it's a way that you never heard them scream before, you know that something is really going on. It was one of those screams where it sounded like she because she's crawling now, or she's scooting along the floor and she's sitting up. So it was one of those cries or screams as if like she had touched something really sharp, like a really sharp object. But for the most part, she's home now. She's doing much better. She's been, you know, literally clung to me since we've been home from the hospital. So basically, no, I did not stay. We didn't stick around to see a physician. We didn't get a chance to get all the tests ran and all that stuff because, you know, like I said, I felt like I panicked, but it was a good panic. I would rather know that she's relieved now than to know that another day has went by and she's not relieved. So that was her day at the hospital today, guys. So I'm gonna get her good and bathed and get her rested up because she's gonna definitely need it. Baby girl was tired, huh? You tired, huh? You sleepy, princess? Is her eyes closed, y'all? She is knocked out again, so I guess I better get off here. You wanna say bye to everybody? She snoring? She's snoring. Anyway, guys, so that's it right there. If you guys have some experiences on one of your kids being constipated like that, man, leave it in the comment section down below. Let me know your story. What did you do? What other remedies did you use? Because I had people like sending me remedies. I was going online looking at remedies. What remedy did you use and did it work? Did you use it on yourself? Did you use it on your child? Like me, I don't mind trying remedies on myself, like putting honey, like what's that drink they call it when people get sick? They call it a hot toddy. they take some type of liquor and they take a lemon and honey and all that. I don't mind trying remedies like that because it really does work. It really does help. But for remedies like children, I'm scared to try any type of remedy on the child unless it's prescribed by a doctor, because you just don't know, man, nowadays. But anyway, thanks you guys. This video is not going to be very long. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to comment down below what your experience was. What's the longest that one of your children went without having a bowel movement? Because that's pretty serious. Anyway, I love you guys. Until next time, I'm Damion Cryer. Baby girl. Baby girl. She is knocked out. We out, man.